Yo, what is good, guys? What is good? Good to be back here. What is up? Hope everybody had a good week. We are going into a long weekend starting tomorrow. America the Beautiful, guys. Where else can you celebrate by blowing shit up, throwing all our flags up, queuing it up with all the family, getting some days off, and even if you didn't get them off, hey, look, we have the right to be Americans and be tired from blowing up fireworks on Thursday, get up late on Friday, might as well take Saturday and Sunday off and see you on Monday. Hump day today, guys. Hope everybody's blessed, doing good. Hopefully everybody's doing alrighty. If you made it at least to this show, you've gone pretty far. You've gone pretty far in life, let me tell you that. We're going to get to the comments and give a shout out to everybody tuning in. First off, we're going to bring in the crew, bring in the boys. We got some stuff to talk about. This subject comes up every now and then, and it come up again today. To boot or not to boot? Are they boots or are they not boots? I say everything that wasn't made under Reggie Parks, Dave Milliken, Jamar, Wildcat, all that, as long as those hands weren't put on them, to me, they're all boots. Especially if they got the F out. So guys, bring you on the host with the most juice. Lately, he's been romancing me late night on other shows. My boy, the biggest star on the Spangled Banner, Ethan Thompson, baby. Ooh.
Oh, wait, are we voguing? What are we doing? Let me know what we're doing. We'll vogue. It's fucking tomorrow's 4th of July, fuckers. Let's go.
I had to go and make America. I had to go and make a second run today and get a couple more box fireworks, just because I got to make a special finale for tomorrow.
Man, all we get is the sparklers and the whisker do's and the whisker don'ts and the, we don't get none of the good shit around here. So it's like, but luckily, I live in an apartment
Twizzler Whizzers.
No, I live in an apartment complex though that is full of like Indians, like Dot Not Feather.
Oh, okay.
And their husbands truck drive across the country, so they all migrate back here on the 4th of July, and it's like little Afghanistan, and then they're gone again for the year.
What?
Yeah, it's wild.
That's crazy. Dude. It's all a big plan. It's a conspiracy. Back on 4th of July. And they're all truckers. Speaking of conspiracy theories.
What, Tony? We had who's Tony? Now we got who's Richard.
Speaking of conspiracies, this man was abducted by aliens and dropped on one leg. He's healing up though. He's healing up faster. He's like Deadpool or something, or Wolverine. He's got some special healing powers because he's back.
Speaking of comics, I got something to bring up later that I heard, which is a phenomenal story, but we'll get to that later.
We'll get to that. Let's bring in Mr. One-Legged Peg, Tony Leonidas. Bro, what is up?
Otherwise known as Cracker Jack Sparrow.
Oh, God.
Look how little his walking cane is. He's so little.
Oh, God.
We're a little podcast. Trying to fit in. Getting where I fit in, bro. Yo, Kev. What the fuck, dude?
It'd be nice if we understood what he said, but again, this is Tony. You got to bear with this, people. He's new to this. He only comes in.
Can you not hear me again?
Or so like you got a dick in your mouth.
Dude, what the fuck?
Like I'm more knuckle deep.
I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna go ahead and tune in here to the other channel so we can see all the comments, boys, because we're not gonna be able to see all the comments. We're still fixing all that stuff up. Let me see.
So I mean, it's fucking 4th of July, people. You guys got some plans? What are we doing here? I'm gonna hang out with my United States Championship tomorrow, courtesy of Mendoza Leather and Tony's For Sales Red. If Best Buy's open tomorrow, I got to go buy a new monitor. I keep getting this monitor glip where it like glips out my camera and glips out my monitor. I don't know what the fuck it's doing, but it's like baby Jesus wants me to spend money. That's what it is.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Your internet has been really bad. Like on this show, on the other show, I was watching you on your other podcast.
That other little show.
Look at you, keep blacking out. That other little show.
Pissing me off.
Vinny, Josh, what's up, bros? How you guys doing?
Vinny Carquito, Mr. Big Green King, what is up? He says, hey, brothers. Mr. Josh Roach is in the house. We had a raffle today, and he came this close. But congratulations to the winner. Congratulations to the winner on that one. Okay. Guys, when I saw a post today, let's get into it real quick, about, and I can't believe people are still arguing about this, but somebody's post got deleted because they had a bootleg belt. They didn't post about the belt. They posted a post, and in that post, they had boots in the back of what he was actually posting. So his comment that it was taken down. Okay. Because it was a boot. But honestly, what belt these days is not a boot? What belt is not a boot?
Is it from the shop? If it's not, it's a boot.
To me, even if it's from the shop, it's a boot.
No, it's a replica.
No, it's not
replicating. That's an official licensed replica.
It may be officially licensed. It is not a replica.
If you have a belt that's not licensed by WWE, it's a freaking boot, bro. Like, I don't care what you say. Like, now people label them as high end or low end, but it's a boot.
Okay, give me the definition of replica or replicate.
Something licensed by the actual company that gets replicated in its own likeness.
That is the most horrible definition you come up with.
It's literally the exact definition of it. It literally has a stamp on the back saying licensed by
no
WWE.
You're talking about something licensed.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said.
No, the word replicate. Replicate.
Replica.
No, replicate.
Not replicate. Replica.
The word replica means it's copied. Copied. They made another and another and another and another. Replicated.
I think you're reaching here, bud. I like Jason Presley's. Yo, this is my dude right here. He's onto something.
So here, check this out. I have the definition right here, off of Google, and not replicate, replica. The definition of replica is an exact copy or model of something, especially one on a smaller scale. A replica example of the Empire State Building. So, if you are a replica, why would you not have the WWF? Now, I know people are going to say right off the bat, oh, because they're not licensed to have the WWF.
That went out the window, though. I don't know how to. You're backing me into a corner here.
And I understand that. But when you replicate something, you're making it exactly the same to the T. The shop replicas are not exactly the same to the T. The straps are not leather. The straps are plastic. They're not even tooled, and they're not even the right shape or length. So it's not a replica. to me, shop belts are still toys. Because at least
I don't know, man. You can't find a better United States title than the shop, dude.
Listen, Linda. One thing is to replicate. One thing is to replicate what they made. They designed it. They casted it. They made it. That is a replica. It's exactly the same as what you see on TV. They made it. The TV wrestlers, those belts sometimes, those replicas are used in the ring. I get that. But you cannot tell somebody because they have a winged eagle made in Pakistan that their winged eagle is not real, it's a boot, and their shop replica is a real winged eagle. As far as I'm concerned, anybody can argue all day what they want to argue. If it's not made under Reggie, Milliken, J-Mar, everything under the belt is a boot.
I'm gonna reboot, but I want to come in. I want to chime in on this because I got something to say.
Tell it. So, my
what the hell
thing
just happened?
Oh, he'll be back. So my thing is this. If you're going to say something is a replica, it is replicated as exactly the same to the T. So shop belts are nice, but when you ask anybody, would you spend $600 on an HD belt? Let's just say Nawaz. You can buy a belt for $700 HD from Nawaz on real leather, well-tooled leather. You know those plates and the real 24 karat plating is going to be super nice and clean. Would you buy that for $700? Or would you buy one off the shop for $420, $499, and then you still have to send that to a leather guy to charge you another $300 on top? Would you take the shop version, or would you take the so-called boot that is more accurate to what you saw in real life, ring and made in the same process and materials?
I mean,
to me it's a no-brainer.
Listen, I'm talking about the rules. What I would do, I'm gonna get the guy that makes me the plates with the actual F on the side of the W's, and I'm going to get it on some good leather.
Stone Cold, what's going on, brother? Jason, what's going on?
What's up, Stone Cold? Jason, Beast.
So,
brother,
my thing is that there's no way, and even if you look at my collection, which is like 30 belts I have, I don't have them. I very few of them.
I have three.
Are shop belts. I think I only purchase the shop belts because I have to have, when a new belt comes out, I have to have the strap to make sure I can replicate the strap for people who re-leather them. Other than that, I don't care for them. I really don't.
But so I'm going to chime in on this thing. So because somebody created a chair, first person created a chair, are all other chairs boots or replicas? Which are they? Exactly.
Is your house a boot?
Yep.
I make an authentic product for the WWF. I hand it to them. But I also make the same product for Joe Schmo and hand it to them. Is there a difference? So I agree. Shop belts, when you hold a shop Intercontinental versus a classic Shields or another make, it's toy vibes.
Yo, he's freezing a lot lately, isn't he?
Is it still freezing?
You froze right in the middle of your statement. Go ahead and do it again.
And he froze.
You hold a classic Shields Intercontinental to a shop Intercontinental. Shop's toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a little luxury. You get a luxury now because the United States and the World Championship, they're using them.
Let me do this, Tony. I see an Intercontinental right behind you. Grab that thing.
It's
Grab
just
that
an
thing.
it's just an SD. You sure? You sure you want to
Grab-
hawk to it?
Grab that thing behind you. Grab that thing. Feel that. Hold that. Look at that. Let me ask you something. You had a Shop IC before.
I have.
How does that one feel on your shoulder looking at those plates versus what you had before?
Real.
Exactly. Real. That right there, that is the key word. Real. Real. Okay? You don't look at a boot behind the sidebars of a winged eagle and see empty gaps and spaces. You see solid twisted bars welded. You know what I'm saying? You see 8mm bars, 6mm bars. Sexiness. You know what I'm saying? You feel the heftiness. You feel the leather. That's what I'm talking about. Come on now. We got the Ward and Richard. Ward, what's
Who's
going
Rick?
on, brother?
Who's Richard?
Who?
Who? We gotta make those cups, man. I just haven't even. I was gonna rock my Who's Tony cup today, but I really wanted a Who's Richard cup. Like, who's the dick?
Hey, legend says that they
Richard,
call it
what's
the
up,
Warden.
Yeah, I couldn't
Legend says
I have no idea who that is. I'm like, you know who the Warden is? How dare
Richard.
you?
Hey, let me tell you something about Richard Ward, the Warden. He got his name because he puts them cuffs in the bedroom. He puts them cuffs on you. That's right. That's right. The legends are true and real. Jason Priestley comments, he says, if I can't support the person who actually made the product, same as music or other products, I'm not losing sleep on the product being sold. And true. Back in our days, how many times did we hear 50 Cent, right? But we got the bootlegs on the street. And a lot of things can be said. I mean, look. Supporting the artist is very different. And I think that when somebody's still alive, you should give them their flowers. You should give them your support. If you believe in their product, give into it, buy into it. Awesome. There are artists on this day and age that I don't even turn the radio on to the station to support them in that way. You know what I'm saying? Reggie Parks is a legend who contributed a lot. He is the king, right? Now, he's not supporting me in any way, but you appreciate the art, right? You appreciate it to the point where you want a piece of that art. Now, there's a lot of people who like the Mona Lisa. You'll never be able to own the Mona Lisa. But if you appreciate art and the artist, you're going to go at least buy yourself a poster of the Mona Lisa and stick that bitch right up on your wall. Right? You can be a singer. Jason, you can be a singer, songwriter, rapper, whatever, an artist. You can appreciate it so much that you get into it and do your own artwork. Your own artistic artwork. Singing, grooving, playing music, whatever. You contribute to that. What's up, Kev? He says, hello there, gentlemen. What's going on, guys?
What's going on, brother?
Brother, man. So that's where I stand in this. And now here's my other point of view on that. We've had these talks back and forth, but honestly, what I feel is if you don't like being in a group where they're going to boot you off for showing boots, leave the group. There are like
come
a
to
million.
the GOAT Society. You can post whatever you want.
No judgment. No judgment.
Also, Championship Belt Brothers.
Guys,
love those belts. Like there's so many positive groups you can join. to not be a part of the whole entire like chaotic scene of like, wow, here we go. Like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I've cared less about more things than I've cared about this whole entire Crumline thing that two guys got going on. Yo, get a life, both of you. Like, find something better to do with your time. Dude, you really took the time out to make a video or to do an interview over something that, dude, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, dude. Go do your work. Go do your life. Stop doing that. Dude, I'm sorry. Y'all look pitiful doing this online. You're making an ass out of both of you. I'm sorry. Dude, I don't care. When anybody sits there and wants to chitter chatter about the whole... Dude, let it go. Let it die. What, dude, what are we arguing about?
Exactly.
You got this belt, he got this belt. Who gives a shit? Nobody cares, dude. Nobody cares.
And honestly, at the end of the day,
Anything about Ethan's cup, about Ethan's IC belt, about Ethan's Winged Eagle belt, nobody gives a shit. Same thing you got in your background, same thing I got. Dude, nobody cares. Just buy what you like. And stop, dude, stop talking. Some people don't know when to stop talking. Well, our brother just interviewed one of them. Stop, dude, just... Shh. It's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's gonna be alright. I know you don't like your belt. You don't like his belt. We get it. It's all good. Shut the fuck up. Go home.
Let me know if I continue to
Platinum.
freeze. Hold on. Let me know if I continue to freeze. I switched cam links because I think my cam link's dying.
It looked like your cam link was. I was gonna say it might have been your cam link. You got a spare Elgato on deck? Of course he does.
Drama's always fun. When it doesn't involve us, it's always fun, right?
I mean, dude, it's sad to see grown men arguing over metal and leather. Like, dude, this is the most important thing in your life. Out of everything in your life, this is what you want to take the time out to do. Grow up, dude.
Speaking of grown men,
Grow the fuck up.
Carmine, I'd like to pass my condolences on to you. Lost a family member today. Welcome to the club.
Sorry about that.
I'm with you, bro.
Condolences go out to Carmine, for sure. No matter how much you like or dislike a person, wishing death or loss of a family member is not what you do for anybody. That could be any
Never.
of us. Any of us. Just talking about having normal human compassion for others, okay? And as far as these groups go, guys, there's groups that are dedicated only to shop replicas. There are groups dedicated only to Fandu. There are groups dedicated to strictly booths. There's so many places to go. But it feels like everybody wants to be in the same mix with certain other members in a group. You know what I mean? Get over it, guys.
Sounds like
There's
you
plenty of places to go.
feeling.
God, that sounded raspy.
Right.
That's all. That's my only take on it. As far as I'm concerned, everything is a boot. They're all boots. Everything is a boot. All of it. None of it is original. None of it is authentically ring used. And this is why True, Reggie, Jamar, Dave Milliken belts, all those hold a certain value because they are the real thing by the originator, the real person who made that. Everything
Say it
under
again,
that
Platinum.
is just a boot.
Say that shit again, Platinum.
Exactly.
The man speaks truth.
And the belts that are ring used, those are unreachable. Those things are in another stratosphere. Okay?
If it's the yellow Intercontinental, maybe.
Hey, hold on a second now.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck's he on fire, dude?
I'm gonna throw it off topic for a second because I know Doza loves his e-bikes.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I've been having some beautiful rides.
Hold on, but did you see what DJI just dropped?
No.
DJI, the drone company, just drops a fucking e-bike conversion that can convert your fucking bike, your bicycle, to an e-bike with some killer range, a lightweight gear package. Bro, you take off the sprocket off your fucking bike and you clamp it on, battery, the whole. I'll send you the link to it, dude. It's fucking dope.
They're not the first ones. The first time I ever seen an e-bike was about 2 years ago. My cousin had one. It was just a regular ass bike.
No.
And he bought it and he hooked up
the
things to it. Of course, I understand that. But that idea has been around for years, dude. Dude, I was flying on that bike, dude. I don't care what anybody says. And Doza, back me up on this one. Dude, if you're doing 30, 40 miles an hour on a bicycle, that's a whole different ball game, bro.
Because apparently you can't do 5 foot on a trampoline either.
I was doing like 42 miles an hour last night on my bike ride.
You're a fat, wrinkly head.
And for the hell of it, I jumped on the highway. I jumped on the highway to stretch his legs out, man.
What?
Yeah, it was like
on an
1 in the morning. I jumped on there, dude, and
was that the police chase I watched on YouTube where a Mexican was driving on the freeway on an e-bike?
On a fucking e-bike? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, God.
So do we have any other topics before we segue? Because I got a topic.
Jason says, once you design your own title, others are hard to care about as much. Yeah.
Listen, they'll make it better.
You love what you love, man. You love what you love. The Flawless one is on here.
Nobody cares about that bike.
So I'm a casual.
Next topic.
I'm a casual to not hardcore, but I enjoy my comic books, right? But there's this guy on YouTube that I discovered through TikTok that, man, this dude breaks down every comic book, everything that happened, the reason why it happened. Some of his podcasts run 2-3 hours.
Damn.
So he broke down. So we all seen Endgame, right? Thanos, finger snap.
Yeah.
The whole Disney movie. And what he broke down was like, he's like, can you imagine if HBO Max or somebody would have made that movie, how much darker it would have been? Because you wouldn't have the true story. And I didn't know this. He's like, you wouldn't have the true story of Thanos. And I'm like, huh? True story? He's like, yeah, so in Endgame, Thanos snaps his fingers because he wants to, get humanity back on a level playing field, get rid of 50% of the thing for global preservation.
Okay.
Which for a Disney movie is a noble cause. But in the actual comic book, what happens is from birth, Thanos is ridiculed and is tormented because he's a freak. He's purple, he's a freak, he's whatever. But he becomes friends with Mistress Death. Mistress Death controls the Death Realm. She controls all of death. And they're friends, but they have a falling out. Now, he's banned from dying, so that's why he can't die. He's banned from Death's Realm. Yeah, so check this out, it gets darker though. So he's banned from Death's Realm. Well, so Thanos is like, I gotta get back in this bitch's good graces, so I gotta figure out something to do. So he builds her this giant throne and sets out to get all the Infinity Stones, because the snap wasn't for self-preservation of the universe. The snap was he was going to have Mistress Death sit on her throne and watch him snap all the souls she could ever want to her and get back in her good graces. Bro, can you imagine that in a movie, in a cinematic movie? Bro, Thanos is a
I don't know, man. I don't know if that would actually fly. Like the actual comic books.
It's dark.
I'm not gonna lie. Our comic books are dark. Like our comic books that we like, that we actually enjoy, that we've talked about, like behind the scenes and shit. Like, dude, our comic books are dark. They're really dark. Say tomorrow, Stone Cold. But dude, a lot of our stuff,
What's up,
even
Dylan?
like a lot of our Wolverine comics, Deadpool comics, dude, you can't go verbatim into a movie. Come on now.
But
has anybody ever read a Deadpool comic? You can't
Yeah,
do
but I
that
think-
on screen, bro.
I think to try to give Thanos the inherent nobility of I'm just snapping my fingers for world preservation when it's completely he's snapping it for a broad. He's snapping it for a chick to try to get back into her graces.
You know, I'm just waiting. Can we ever do justice and have? Finally, can we just have a good? I don't know what they got to use, if it's artificial intelligence to make it happen, but can we finally have a movie with a proper Galactus in it?
I know, right?
Can we have
What
one
was the
with Galactus?
who was the last one? Was that Fantastic Four?
I think it was Fantastic Four with the Silver Surfer in there.
Yes, at the end.
And even so, we didn't see his body or a hand. It was literally just his face, like bitching or screaming or something.
I'm a homer, man. There's a lot of good little shows coming out in the next little bit. You got Cobra Kai coming back out. In October, you have Rob Zombie's Freddy Krueger, a 10-part series coming out.
Oh,
I can't
did
wait
see
for
that.
that
I did see that.
You have the Welcome to Derry, the It thing coming out in October. We're gonna have some shit to cover in October, bro.
Look, Galactus is huge.
Let him. It's
Galactus.
Marvel. It's
Galactus.
Marvel. They'll figure it out. All they gotta
But
do is
Galactus
put it
can
in.
pull out his Galactic's wiener and lean it on Earth and let it rest there. He's huge.
Am
The
I
guy
still
eats
lagging?
planets.
Sure.
Death by wiener. You just lay it on you.
Isn't
Just
that
just
how
drop
we all
like a
wanna
mic
go,
drop. Just like a mic drop. You know what I mean? Just
Isn't that how we all want to go though? Death by wiener?
Sorry. It's the best
Tony
video.
was Tony was just
What?
telling us last night he got killed by a wiener. I mean,
What happened? It comes out of nowhere.
no, but I mean, can you imagine?
No, that would be terrible. That would be terrible. This would be terrible. Imagine
because
you
in
getting
the
a
comic
ball
book-
slammed in your.
In the comic books, didn't Hulk or Thanos smash one of each other with the planet?
Yo, I have one image in my head right now. Is that fucking that Superman thing where they bought?
That's what I say to anybody that's a Superman comic or the Superman fan. Can you imagine Superman's kryptonite being horseback riding?
crazy.
I guess just stay away from ranchers. I guess he's good then. He's perfect. He's flawless.
What about Darkseid?
I mean, he's like the king of all bad guys. If you calculate his powers right, I mean, I guess there's no coming out of this. I mean, Thanos would come up against him, but honestly, I
Darkseid
can't.
put a ass whooping on him.
I like Thanos, so I try to come up with an argument. But when I start looking at the comic books and the power that's equated, if you equate the powers correctly, Darkseid wins every time.
The Endgame Thanos, I sympathize with. You know, the fights are
100%.
just trying to. But the actual comic book Thanos, I sympathize with a whole lot more, bro. There's not much we wouldn't do for a right piece of you know what. I'm just saying.
Well, she was kind of like a bag of bones.
If I gotta snap Tony off the screen to give me some Lady Mistress Death,
Well, shit. I guess I'll see you guys later. I'll just float away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Carmine. What's going on, brother?
Carmine Labia. What's going on, brother?
Mr. Labia!
Our condolences to you, brother.
What's going on, Carmine? Sorry about your loss, brother. No, nothing has value except for Reggie's. That's it. That's it. We can't condone this bootleggedness.
Reggies are going to start devaluing pretty soon, anyways.
I know, because everybody's getting a stamp.
Did you hear that about that? They're going to be available to the public soon.
Woo!
Wowzer!
Wait,
Yeah, but
what if we find a fake? What if we find a fake MJ stamp?
Where do we find a fake Carmine Sabia stamp?
That is a good. Wait, guys, I gotta stop. That is a good analogy right here. What he just said. He said, I can get a Reggie or a Michael Jordan signed basketball. Guess which one has long-term value in the real world? And this is exactly what we mean when we talk about boots and official license. Hey, wake up! Wake up, people! Real world talking here. Grown people talking. In the real world, what holds value? That right there is what it is.
You're jumping into a dark hole, Mendoza. A dark hole. Very dark hole.
He didn't.
No, he didn't.
I did not get my title for the fourth.
Ethan, help us out.
The fourth is not with me.
Ethan,
Hold on 1 second.
all right, you go do your thing. I don't have my U.S. title anymore because I gave it to Ethan.
Gave it to me, or I had to purchase it. Let's not
dance. Let's not stand on ceremony here.
Oh, God, it looks so good. Looks good.
There's only one person that I could have sold it back to. Because
Such a good looking belt.
leather, and he's got the real side plates on there with the stones and the painted stars, which none of y'all have. That's an exclusive United States Championship, dude. That is the best one.
This is America right here.
That is America, 100%.
I mean, it was supposed to go to me first. Go to me first, but you know,
I'm sure it'll get passed around like a United States hooker.
And yeah, even ring belts.
What happened though?
Drew.
Yo, what's up, Drew?
Drew, I just watched the new Star Wars, the new Acolyte. We gotta talk.
It sucks. I'll leave you alone on this one. I swear I saw clips of it and reviews, and I've just seen clips and reviews. I didn't even want to watch it. I haven't even watched one episode of that thing.
Well, this last episode changed a couple things, but at the same time, it's like, dude, it's. I
just want to see that show
I'm not
they're gonna
be
make.
A hater, though. I'm not gonna be a hater. Just
listen. I just want to wait for the show they're gonna make, where the Chewbacca's are versus the Ewoks. It's gonna be badass.
It's like Blood versus Crips.
They're gonna go at it.
That's crazy. I don't really know who would win.
They're gonna go to war, baby. War. And how Chewbacca and his people were exiled from their original planet.
And next week, on Wednesday Night Raw, we're gonna have the little bears versus the big bears, and we're gonna see who wins. Tune in next week.
Good.
Hey, let me tell you something. You ever go you ever go into a bar of midgets and call them midgets? See what happens to your big ass.
I would run as fast as my big bears would play me. Not very fast right now.
A couple Ewoks will take down the Chewbacca real quick. I'm telling you right now.
Question: am I lagging as much?
No, actually, you've been better.
So I'm gonna buy I gotta buy a backup cam link now. That's what it is.
No, you're good. Right now, you've been pretty good. You look excellent.
Yeah, since you came back, you've been all right, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's switching cam links. So,
Okay.
but no. So question. You see that picture I put in chat? Can we throw that up?
Oh shoot.
Yeah, let's throw that up when you can. It's a good question. Pertinent question.
Oh.
I'm also busy.
Oh.
I'm watching, the brand new
That little black pill
Game of
is
Thrones show.
that little black pill is
We're
wow.
gonna get there.
Wow. Okay. Let me get this up. That's a good one.
Wait, what
actually.
the fuck? Hold on a second.
I gotta put that up. That's a good question. You guys will have a hard time with this one. Wow.
This is what we do at the goat milk. Hard hitting.
It's really hard.
That's what she said.
I am trying to figure out how to post this damn thing. Can't do it on this one. Keep trying to figure it out and can't get it to upload the damn image.
Just go to present.
Yeah, but the picture got sent to here and not my laptop, so. You got it in yours? Can you put it on there? Where it says present? You sent it to Tony too, right?
It's in the chat, yeah.
Yep. Hold up 1 second. I got it. Kevin.
Let me tell you guys, some of you guys out there sound a little bit like that. They sound a little bit, like a little bit.
I'm like, nah.
Okay, we getting it up? Tony, are you getting it up?
Hey, wait. Don't ask me personal questions right now. I'm trying to do something on the computer.
So, guys, what you're seeing up on the screen is a few options here. And
I thought about this long and hard, like a porn star.
let me tell you guys, which one would you guys go with? I'll be honest with you right now. When I was like 17 to 21 and I was like the man, that little black pill right there, let me tell you.
And the blue pill next to it, because I would have been a full 6 inches.
Oh, God.
This is a tough one, fellas.
No, but as the 2024 Mendoza, what are you taking?
Well,
Dozer, what are you taking?
I'll tell you this right now.
Here's your platter.
I'll tell you this right now. I would be the little red pill. I would be the little red pill. And I'm going to tell you why. Because being rich...
You get to choose 2, though. 2 pills.
Yeah, you pick 2.
Pick 2. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'd be rich. And I would read minds.
Would you really want to read minds? Like, Can
Yes.
you imagine?
I
Can
thought
you
about
imagine what's going through?
Ethan?
No.
I thought about the same way you're just thinking about it right now.
Can you
really
imagine
want
what's
that?
going through? Doza, I know what you have in your mind, right? But can you imagine reading your wife's mind when you're on top of her grunting and she's just like getting it over and
She's like,
you really want
lame.
to read that mind.
Lame. This shit is lame.
Well, listen,
Looking
If
like
it-
the penguin from Batman Forever.
listen. If she would, if we were in the middle of it and she said, "God, he's always hitting me in the guts. I wish she would just pull back 2 inches." I would, who says I couldn't bring more pleasure or extra pleasure to the situation? You know what I'm
But you
saying?
didn't take the five. You didn't take the 5-inch pill, bro. You're
Like,
best. You know
God,
what you are.
We've been at this.
5 inch bro.
You're like-
You're rumple
We've been-
foreskin.
We've been at this for
Let's
3
take a
hours. Can we
space.
please stop? God, I hope you know what I mean.
All right. Hold up. We got things that we have to. All right. So you want the red pill and the green pill?
Red pill, green pill, all day for me.
Okay, Ethan, pick them.
I'm gonna have to go red pill, and I'm gonna go blue pill.
Which one?
Solid blue
Wait.
pill. Solid blue pill.
Bring someone back from the dead. I figured that was going to be your choice.
But can you imagine how if you brought somebody back from the dead and you're rich, how much more you can accomplish?
You can give them everything.
Exactly.
Here's the thing, though, for me.
It's called retrospect.
Here's the thing for me.
Well, money solves all the problems, right?
As much as I would love to bring somebody back, I can't bring everybody I wish I could bring back. So
It said someone,
But you haven't.
not people.
You haven't.
I know
you
that's
haven't-
that's why I'm saying you only get to pick
But-
one. That's tough.
I never want to ask this question when you cross that threshold, but there's a threshold you're going to cross in your life that this question would be entirely different. And you know what I'm getting at? The question would be entirely different. It would hit you in a different manner. And that's the shitty part about it is it's like that fucking runaway train. Runaway train never coming back. Runaway on a one-way track. We all hit it. And so when you hit that stop, perspectives change. You could
I get
get
that.
rich reading minds.
You could get rich reading minds only if they had the correct answers for you, and that would take a long time.
And only if you're in the right position to do so. What I would
Yeah.
pick,
If you get the red pill, you're rich instantly. That's instant, right? You're rich. Boom.
now I have a question.
Now,
about,
once you're rich,
not really a
here's-
question.
Let me tell
My-
you something why I made my pick what I made as a pick. I picked being rich and reading minds for two things. When you're rich, you don't know who you can trust around your money or who you can trust around you. You need to be able to read everybody's mind and know who's who you keeping around.
So now I'm gonna fight you on that one, right? I'm not rich, and I don't keep anybody around, and I feel like I'd be the same way if I was rich.
Still, you don't know what the mindset is to people. Simple little things. You ever break
I'm
some?
poor, but here's the
Okay.
thing, if I'm pouring their around, they've proven their worth.
Check it out. Perfect example. My kids yesterday, the neighbor said, "Hey, one of your kids was flicking me off through the window yesterday." Okay.
Who's one? No one high five
So I go, "Okay, I'll handle it. We're gonna talk about it." I asked my kids. I line them up. I said, "Who was flicking off the neighbor through the window yesterday?" Nobody did it. Nobody. Now I'm not rich, but I would have
course not.
loved to have the honest truth at that moment to say, "You fucking liar! Get your ass over here. You're in trouble." That truth for me is a lot. In this hobby, this belt hobby, if we could read minds, let me tell you, we'd have a lot of answers to a lot of things.
Be less questions.
I don't know if there's enough minds in this hobby that I would want to read, because I'm able to read people.
That's also a good
pretty
point.
well.
Like, is that really a Reggie?
Well, we know when it's not.
Again, I'm going off the gatekeepers, and I don't trust anybody that is willing to offer a validation or a devalidation of if it's a Reggie or not, because at the end of the day, they have an intrinsic value to saying if it's a Reggie or not.
Yes, Kevin, reading minds would be Yo, there's a movie about this.
The one with Mel Gibson, right?
Yeah. It's like, Monsieur, I need to poop. Like, I don't want to know all this shit. You know what I mean?
But there's a lot of positive he knew that he had to know about.
Yeah, but that's a headache.
Like they were looking at his bulge for a certain reason. It got him to the right place.
You know what I would pick? I would choose to...
And Tony, hold on. I'm going to change this for you a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and give you that 5 inches to your height.
It wasn't even the pillow I was going to pick, bud, because it's all fabricated like your little podcast that you do.
Look,
everybody caught that same feeling that I feel every single time that you say something about my height.
Which
2 inches shorter than you, and I'm 2 inches shorter than him, and I get called a short motherfucker. So when somebody said, "Oh, it's a little podcast," I was like, "Yo, look at him getting mad."
You know what's funny though?
That's how it feels. That's how it feels. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Funny though, little podcast.
Anyway,
he's actually a guest. He's actually a guest on this little podcast because he doesn't show up enough to be a host.
Moving on.
He said red and yellow.
Drew, I was just going to say, I want the red one and I want the yellow one.
But see, if you're rich, you have all the money in the world for good doctors, and you have good money for those awesome medications. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't give those out no more. That's not how it goes. I can tell you from personal fucking experience right now. This is gold milk, so we're going to cuss.
Through the fire. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, brother?
What's up, TJ?
What up, TJ?
As we're approaching the hour,
we all chose be rich, though. Did you ever notice that? People will always choose to be rich first because you can take care of so many problems.
But as we're approaching,
honestly, yeah. Okay, all right. You're all right. So take that comment off. Never catch a disease.
Because you can be rich but still die of cancer.
Dude, you can get rich and die of a clap if you don't catch it in time. You know what I mean? Like,
didn't Al Capone or somebody die of like gonorrhea or chlamydia?
I think there was somebody. There was like a rich mafia boss that died of like.
There was a mobster that died of like, it wasn't Carmine, but there was a rich mobster that died of like gonorrhea or chlamydia or something along those lines.
Right when I was drinking, this laptop almost got a bath. Holy shit.
I'm going to end the show my way this week.
All right, do it. I mean, you're on a roll. Yours is your third podcast this week, and it's only Wednesday.
We're at the 55-minute mark of the show.
Holy crap, that went by fast.
Bring us home,
tomorrow is the fucking nation's holiday. The nation's fucking independent. What the fuck are you guys going to be doing? Celebrate and have a little good time. Have some Doza time. Have some Tony time.
Barbecue. I'll be on the grill.
What are we barbecuing?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 slabs of ribs ready to go. They're already battered and bathed and prepped. I have about 40 hot dogs to go on the grill.
Who the hell are you feeding?
I got a family of 6 kids, a wife, a girlfriend on the side, and 3 dogs. And we're gonna have some homemade mac and cheese my girl's gonna make, mashed potatoes with all the fixings, cut up bacon over the mashed potatoes.
America.
Man, you making a fat man hard.
Oh, let me tell you,
I'm not gonna
man.
lie, dude. I'm coming over.
Harder than a 3-day-old donut in the sun. Let me tell you.
Bro, I'm getting busy with some ribeye steaks. Got like 4 of them. I got some shrimp all sauteed up. I'm gonna throw it in the tin foil with some chopped up minced garlic and cook that on the grill as well. And a couple lobster tails that I'm gonna throw in the convection oven. Find them it's easier to cook them in there.
So after tonight, I figure I gotta do some adulting. I gotta do some adulting. I'm gonna run to Comcast and switch out my fucking modem. I gotta go to Best Buy and buy a new fucking Cam Link. And then I don't know. I really want tamales, so I'm gonna find some fucking good tamales.
Oh, pulled pork tamales.
Sounds like Platinum's gonna be pulling his pork tomorrow. Jesus,
bro, my wife's sweating me out of the house because right now she's been cooking carnitas for the last like 5 hours.
Oh, shit.
And I'm just like, it's 111 here today though.
I have central air. I have it set to 70, and my wife still made me put an AC in the window of our bedroom. And I walk in there at night, and I turn into a popsicle stick like in 10 seconds.
Ain't nothing wrong with that because you can layer up, bro.
That's because you bring the fire to her though.
Dude, I got the AC at 68, and I got my AC in my room at 63.
I'll crank down the AC to 71, and then I have this fan. It's the greatest fan I've ever had in my life. It's only about this big around, but I can literally throw up my blanket and it'll hold my blanket up in the air. It spits so much air out. So nice.
I get those orange turbine fans from Home Depot. It's only about this big, but holy crap, it'll expand your room. Expand it.
Pulled pork sandwiches for Platinum.
Pulled pork.
He's pulling that pork, you know what I mean?
You know what I forgot to get? Hot links.
Oh.
I got me some hot links, baby. Hot links with sauerkraut, mayo, and mustard.
Extra mayo.
Hey, that bread's got to slide down, baby.
God, that's so gross, bro. Like, it's so gross.
You got to be able to do like a bird and just like hold it and let it. You know what I
mean? I'm white, but I'm not that white. Like, I'm not like mayonnaise sandwich white. Like,
did you see that thing on TikTok where the guy says, "I don't want my girl to do like hot tua. I want her to sound like Pac-Man and gloop 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 gloop."
But that's a
no, I did not. Yo, somebody had one.
Hawk Tuah girl.
Yo, I'm loving the Hawk Tuah girl. I swear to God, I love that Hawk Tuah girl.
He is a cute. See, because I got a thing for white girls. Man, she's just a.
You're just a pervert.
Dude,
I am just a pervert. But
she's a little cutie. Turns out she's really not a school teacher. She really didn't get fired.
She worked at a spring factory, though.
At a spring factory. Her dad is not really a preacher.
I watched that. I watched that whole
internet went wild on that one.
Yo, they crushed that lady.
Wow. Girl, adorable. 10 out of 10. I'll give her that.
I'm going to send her a letter and say, "My name is Pookie. Pookie misses you.
Yo,
Pookie needs you back."
Pookie says he loves you forever too.
That girl's flatter than an ironing board, but she's cute as hell.
Hot spit on that thing, you know what I'm saying?
Once those checks start rolling in, the booby checks start rolling in too.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I'll buy a hat.
Ooh.
Go on, show me that hat.
Brisket. See, this is why I want to get one of the. Have you guys tried the Ninja smoker? You put little mini wood chips in there, and you can finally smoke meat in your house.
Really?
I'm gonna get it. Yeah, it's made by Ninja. I have their air fryer, and it is. I'll put a steak in there for 8 minutes. It's perfect every time. No lie. Holy crap. Guys, we are at the 1 hour mark. Thank you for bearing with us another Wednesday, hump day. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Comment, share us. Please share us. Subscribe to the other YouTube channel, which is the Goat Milk Diaries official.
Share us if you hate us. Share us. Comment. Share us just because. At the end of the day, we're here just to try to bring a little levity to your life. And you know what? Tomorrow's 4th of July. I hope all y'all make it through the day with all fucking 10 fingers and toes.
Goddamn right.
So.
Keep it together, boys and girls. But
Yeah,
on the way out, I just want to.
If not, my wife requested pictures. So you got to spit on that thing.
Oh,
Let me tell you guys. I got a hell of a good finale. And I got some big skyrockets. I got some good mortars. Those things are going to be boom, 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 baby. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. A kaboom.
Boom goes the dynamite.
And guess what? I think I'm going to raffle off the Supreme Crumb Rind I have. The Ultra Gold Crumb Rind.
Ooh.
I think I'm going to raffle that thing off. My idea originally was I was going to ship it to somebody and let that person post it. And then that person had to keep shipping it to somebody and let them post it. And keep, you know what I mean? Make it like a hand-me-down championship.
One move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time.
Oh, you gotta give it that fuck and spit on that thing.
There was a phrase that struck a chord and took the internet by storm. A phrase for when she's spitting right onto
hallelujah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
This to these two chicks, what always brings a man to bliss. And she said, spit on that thing, the
That's fabulous.
And I'm gonna end this show like they used to end good shows in the 90s. Folks, have your pets spayed or neutered.
Please do, man.
But do you guys remember this one? It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are at?
Oh shit.
They're flipping out the neighbors in your window, apparently.
Probably. They're probably flipping out the window.
Oh, I used to love that. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are at? That was a shit.
Nope. I don't.
The other one was, this is your brain.
Just your
This
brain
is
on
your
drugs.
brain on drugs.
Guys, don't watch Goat Milk or your brain will be on drugs. Apparently, because we have no idea what we're talking about 90% of the time.
At all. Guys, we're out of here. For the rest of my hosts, I will say have a good night. Mr. Tillonitis, have a good night. Guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it big time for spending a day with us, a night. See you on the next one. Goat Milk Diaries. Please share, like, subscribe, comment. We're an open book here, guys. Bring it in. Now let's see what we do for next week, right? Because we always got something going on. Hopefully next week we have a guest on. We're going to have a guest on, hopefully. And it is another segment of Life Beyond the Hobby. Because we got more going on than just this, right? More than just this. We're more than meets the eye here in the hobby, guys. We will see you on the next one again. I am out of here, guys. Have a great night.